Hi. I thought I'd do a little report that might be helpful for people who are planning on coming to visit the Philippines. I'm on my way to the immigration office at BGC, Taguig City in Manila, to get an extension. My trip here was a total of 5 weeks, is to be a total of 5 weeks. And, good morning. And they give you 30 days on arrival. Now, that 30-day visitor's visa that's available when you arrive at the airport is given to most countries in Europe and North America. It's an extensive list. I didn't look at it. Certainly the United States, where I'm from, is on the list. Check it before you come. Make sure your country's on it. But most European countries are on. It's a long list. And the experience at the airport was actually quite good, and I had some trepidation going in. One of the things that the website requires is that you have to have an outbound flight scheduled, which I did. I had an outbound flight schedule for when I'm leaving. And like I said, I was planning on staying 5 weeks, and the initial visa is for 30 days. So the my initial visa stay was for a shorter period than when my outbound flight was taking place. I didn't think that would be a problem, and it turns out that it was not. Hey kids, how you doing? And but I was flying here from Seoul, Korea, and
turn right onto 11th Avenue.
The ticket agent picked that up, and she was making a problem out of it. And I said to her, I said, look, it's I don't think it's going to be a problem because they grant extensions without difficulty, and she did allow me to board. But I was worried about that on the flight, and I got here, and they didn't even ask me for the outbound ticket. It turns out that when I arrived, the process of the immigration process at Manila, at Kino International Airport was quite smooth and fast. 10 minutes I was through it, no problem. There were very short queues. And he was very polite and helpful. I told him I was staying 5 weeks, and I asked the agent if he could extend the visa at the airport, and he said he could not. He could give me 30 days, and he did. But he told me that there's an office to get it extended in BGC, and it's a 10-minute walk from where I'm staying at my Airbnb. So I'm on my way there now. I don't expect to be able to film there. Government types are a little bit touchy about cameras, but I will report the experience of getting your visa extended. The most difficult part of this morning was finding the immigration office. You can see BGC behind me. You walk up McKinley Boulevard, and over here in the distance, you're passing this local neighborhood. They call them barangay. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. But off in the distance there, you have a local neighborhood, which is more reflective of the Philippines than BGC is. BGC is kind of a bubble. So you just come along here to this big old white building here, which if you look on Google Maps, you'll see the W Market is one of the tenants in this gigantic white building. And it was difficult to find immigration because it's in this building. It's on the 8th floor of that baby. And what you do is the parking spot, or a more distinct landmark, good morning, is this big old silver sculpture here. So you come to the silver sculpture and make a right into the parking lot and go to the 8th floor of that white monolith, and you'll find the immigration office. But I like sculptures, so let's go see what this is all about. This is, let's see, this stands for the value. The value of life is neither winning nor losing, but in the continuous and unrelenting struggle forward in the pursuit of achieving further transcendence over the noise of motorbikes. Achieving further transcendence and embracing the universe, the only path leading people to reach the peak of life. In ceaselessly enriching oneself, humanity as a whole is enriched as well. Yeah, I just came for a visa extension. But yeah, it was a very painless process. There was almost zero waiting. What took the longest was filling out the application. There are 2 boxes they ask you to check. One is for a normal delivery, and the other is an express delivery. I checked normal just because, I like to think of myself as a normal kind of guy. And it turns out if you check normally, you have to pay 2,030 Philippine pesos for the normal. And for normal, you come back in 3 days and pick up your passport. So I switched to Express, which is 3,030 Philippine pesos. And I just had to pay for that. And now I'm in the process of waiting 30 minutes to go back and pick up the passport. So yeah, it is a very painless process. Here is the actual entrance to the building. Over there's a coffee shop within. I am gonna, when I go back to pick up the passport, I think I can take a few shots of the inside. So I'll see if I can get that done as well. Well, that was easy. The whole process from arrival to completely finished was 45 minutes, which was a pleasant change for me. I'm used to an annual visit to immigration in Thailand that takes all day. It's an annoying bureaucratic procedure with uniformed people and all that other stuff. And here it was like a customer service event. It was very easy and pleasant. What took the longest was a 30-minute background check, and I thought this might be good for you to know if you're coming to the Philippines. It takes them 30 minutes to check out their bad boy list. And they gave me this thing. I'm going to read it for you. It's to certify that Charlie Hub, a citizen of the United States, does not appear in this Bureau's hold, departure, blacklist, watch list, and derogatory records as of 8 March 2024. So they have bad boy lists, and they do check them. Good information to have if you have bad boy propensities. Get that worked out before you visit the Philippines, I suppose. So it was. I came at 8:30. I was out, like I said, in 45 minutes, completely finished. And what I found interesting was it's a business building. It's a high-rise office building, and there were a lot of people arriving for work. And I was. I hate beeping things. I was in kind of get it done mode myself. It was a business type of thing that I was doing. I'm going to wait until this beeping stops. Well, you know, the Philippine people arriving for work in this high-rise office building apparently, you know, work on a different time frame. They were in let's walk really slow while looking at our phones mode, even though they were arriving for work. It's a common thing, I guess. I'm in the New Yorker let's get it done mode, and so, you know, bring a little patience with you. But to tell you the truth, the whole process is pretty easy. So that's it. Just a quick video about getting a visa extension. I'm not a visa expert, by the way. This is just my experience. Check their website. Make sure you have all your I's dotted and T's crossed as well.